Hey there, beautiful people, it's your boy Claudio back with another video. Today, we're diving into the shallow end of the gene pool to explore some Darwin Award-worthy stories. Ever heard the phrase, survival of the fittest? Well, these people didn't get the memo. From beard trips to lava lamp explosions, we're counting down the top 10 dumbest deaths in history. Buckle up, Buttercup, because you're about to witness humanity at its finest. Or should I say, not so finest. Let's get this dumpster fire started. Our first contestant is Hans Steininger, a 16th century Austrian with a beard so long it could make a mermaid jealous. We're talking over 4.5 feet of flowing, glorious man-mane. Now you'd think having a beard that could double as a scarf would come with some street cred, right? But it also came with a fatal flaw. One fateful day, Hans tripped. Over his beard. I know, it sounds like the setup to a bad joke, but I swear this is real. The fall broke his neck, and just like that, the man, the myth, the beard legend was gone. Moral of the story, if you're gonna rock a mega beard, invest in some good hair ties, or a team of beard wranglers. Next up, we've got lawyer Clement Vallandigham, a man who took the phrase, "I'll stake my life on it," a little too literally. Clement was defending a murder suspect in 1871, and his whole case hinged on the idea that the victim could have accidentally shot himself. So what does Clement do? He decides to recreate the scene, in court, with a loaded gun. Spoiler alert, it doesn't end well. Clement accidentally shoots himself, proving his point in the most tragically ironic way possible. Talk about a closing argument. You know what they say, live by the Segway, die by the Segway. Okay, maybe nobody says that, but they should have warned Jimmy Heselden, the owner of Segway Inc. In 2010, Jimmy decided to take his company's pride and joy for a spin. Sounds harmless enough, right? Except he decided to go off-roading, on a cliff. You can probably guess what happened next. Jimmy and his Segway took a tumble, proving that even the most innovative technology can't save you from bad decisions. Chapter 4. The Lava Lamp Explosion. Remember those groovy lava lamps everyone had in the 70s? They were mesmerizing, hypnotic, and apparently ticking time bombs. At least for one unfortunate man in Washington. This guy, bless his curious soul, decided to see what would happen if he put his lava lamp on a hot stove. I'm no scientist, but that seems like a recipe for disaster, right? And disaster it was. The lava lamp exploded, sending shards of glass flying everywhere. One of those shards found its way to the man's heart, ending his experiment in the most explosive way possible. Chapter 5. Death by Orange Peel. This one's for all you daredevils out there. Meet Bobby Leach, a man who laughed in the face of danger. Literally. Bobby was famous for surviving a trip over Niagara Falls in a barrel. You'd think surviving that would make you invincible, right? Nope. Years later, Bobby slipped on an orange peel, broke his leg, and died from complications. That's right, the man who conquered Niagara Falls was taken down by a piece of fruit. It just goes to show, life is unpredictable, and sometimes the smallest things can trip you up. Chapter 6. The Jet Engine Test. Ever feel the need for speed? This next guy took it to a whole new level. We're talking about a man from Arizona who decided to attach a jet engine to his car. Because why not? Surprisingly, it worked. This mad scientist actually got his car up to 300 miles per hour. For a hot second, anyway. His need for speed quickly turned into a need for brakes, which unfortunately he didn't have. He crashed into a cliff, proving that sometimes it's better to just stick to the speed limit. Chapter 7. The Cactus Incident. Remember when your mom told you not to play with sharp objects? She probably wasn't talking about cacti, but she should have been. Two buddies in the desert learned that the hard way. These geniuses thought it would be a brilliant idea to shoot at a giant cactus. Because, cacti are just asking to be messed with. Well, the cactus fought back. It fell over, crushing one of the friends. The other one, presumably, learned a valuable lesson about the dangers of messing with Mother Nature. Chapter 8. Death by Vending Machine. We've all been there. You put your money into a vending machine, your snack gets stuck, and you give it a good shake. But this next story takes hangry to a whole new level. Back in 1988, a man decided to take on a vending machine that had wronged him. He shook it, he rocked it, and well, you can guess what happened next. The vending machine fell on him. That's right. He was crushed by a machine that dispenses chips and candy bars. Moral of the story, don't mess with vending machines, they're tougher than they look. Chapter 9. the balloon chair pilot. Ever dream of flying? Larry Walters did, but instead of, becoming a pilot, he decided to take matters into his own hands. Literally. Larry attached 45 helium balloons to a lawn chair, grabbed a BB gun for steering, and took off into the wild blue yonder. He actually reached 16,000 feet. He also caused a few flight delays because of course he did. Eventually Larry came crashing back down to Earth, but hey, at least he can say he lived out his childhood dream. Chapter 10. The Darwin Award Champion. And for our final act, we've saved the best, or should I say dumbest, for last. This is a story so ridiculous it could only be true. This aspiring rocket scientist decided to attach a rocket engine to his skateboard. His goal? To achieve ultimate speed. And achieve it, he did. This daredevil blasted off like a bat out of hell, leaving common sense in the dust. The only problem? He forgot about the whole braking thing. He became a human projectile. A cautionary tale about what happens when you mix ambition with a complete disregard for the laws of physics. And that's it for our countdown of the top 10 dumbest deaths in history. I hope you enjoyed this wild ride through the annals of human stupidity. Remember, these stories might be funny, but they're also a good reminder to think before you act. Don't be like these guys. Stay safe, stay smart, and I'll catch you in the next video.